Yeah, I'm gonna keep babbling. Yeah, this generation, man, it's just really different. I'm gonna just say this again. Music, cartoons, everything is just changing, man. I'm like 2004 was 20 years ago. This is like the best shows ever. Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob. Thinking out of the cartoons that year. Nasty Classified, School Survival Guide, Drake and Josh, Hey Arnold. That's when the show ended. Spider-Man was the movie of that year. I don't care what nobody says. Spider-Man was the movie of that whole year if you were a kid. If you saw Spider-Man, you wanted to be Peter Parker in real life. I used to I dressed up as him. Not really. I didn't have like a costume, but for Halloween, I kind of looked like him a little bit. I looked like him and the wrestler from Spider-Man 1, Bonesaw. I tried to dress up like him because I used my dad's weightlifting gloves. I put like a tank top on. I tucked it in my pants, and I was trying to look like Bonesaw. Um, I didn't really get into music really until '05 because we didn't have a car. See, we didn't have SoundCloud back then. There was no YouTube. We didn't use the internet to listen to music. If we listened to music, see, it had to be either if we were in a car or we just were at a party or something. Like '05 opened up the doors for music for me because that's when we had a car, we had the radio to listen to music, or we were introduced to Music Choice when we got Comcast. But before then, we weren't really listening to music like that because we didn't have a car. We lived with our mom full time, and we caught the bus and the train to school. So phones back then, my brother didn't have a phone 20 years ago, but my mom did. Not everyone had a cell phone. If you needed to call someone, you used the house phone. People really don't know what that was like. And I mean, a house phone, you got to put it on the receiver where it's like a big old freaking cord. When the last time you heard of a cordless phone or a phone with that fucking cord where it wraps around your mom's stomach? It's like hooked to the kitchen wall. They don't know nothing about that. What do these kids today know about bunny ears on a TV? What do you kids today know about trying to think, 'cause I'm just reminiscing right now how old I'm getting. All the fashion we had. You had your S. Dot Carters, had your Nikes, your K-Swiss, your Reeboks. You had your Sean John, State Property, Rockaware, Fubu, Fat Form. I used to say platform. I never said fat form. I always say platform. You had your PS2. I didn't have an Xbox. All I had was a PS2 and a Nintendo. And if we listen to music, which is really rare, we had music played on the radio. So when we had my mom's friend at her job, they would burn CDs and she would pay for them. My brother would pay for the CDs. And we would play it on this big Sony radio. I don't know if she still has it. It doesn't even work no more, I think. But we would plug that up in the bathroom, man. We would play that while we in the bathroom washing our ass. While we'll just play music while we bathe in the tub. My brother would buy around that, like the following year, he had all these CDs. Like he first got the Games documentary album that was on wasn't the official copy, but he had the late registration, the documentary, and the massacre. I fell in love with the massacre. Like 50 Cent was one of my favorite rappers that year. And then we learned how to the following year he started buying blank CDs. He learned how to download music illegally, of course, on LimeWire, all these sites, and we'll just put them on Windows Media. He'll burn a CD. And this is how I got into rap. This is how I started listening to rap music. And then this is when we kind of get more modern with the music, like streaming sites. We had Rhapsody. Rhapsody was pretty much the SoundCloud of '06. We had got like a free trial, and I remember one night I stayed up, I don't know how long I stayed up, but I was playing every artist on that game, Def Jam Vendetta. I would research these artists and I would just play their music. Like all the rappers I listened to were on Def Jam. And then we slowly, gradually, thanks to San Andreas, we got into like 90s rap. We mostly listened to the rap of the 2000s, but we got into 90s rap because of the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But I mean, I listened to like Redman, Keith Murray, Method Man. These are rappers I'm thinking of off the top of my head. 50 Cent, of course. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Paul Wall, Mike Jones. And I didn't care where you were from. Beanie Siegel, of course. Freeway. Freeway see, I only liked it, the Philadelphia Freeway album. I guess that was promoted more. But What We Do, that's a Philly anthem right there. And Beanie Siegel with the Becoming album, listen to that. Listen, I didn't really get into it really until I got like a lot older, because I wouldn't been able to understand what he was talking about. Cassidy, because all these rappers, see, wasn't no social media back then, so I would have never known what the state of these rappers were in. Most of them I just named to you, like they were either in jail, and I'm assuming a lot of them were. The only rapper I didn't think was rich is Redman. But every other rapper, I assume they were rich. They were making millions of dollars, when that's not really the case. The only reason I knew Redman wasn't rich, because he exposed where he lived on MTV Cribs. When I saw that episode, because that's another thing. I was obsessed. Like late '06, like the summer of '06, proceeding to like the end of the year, I just was obsessed with MTV. Like I knew I was getting older. I was still looking at cartoons, but I was watching MTV on demand. I was looking at Cribs, Yo Mama, Beavis and Butthead, Celebrity Deathmatch, Andy Milonakis. I really didn't watch it like that. I started looking at reality shows, just seeing how celebrities live. But mostly Cribs. I wouldn't mind looking at Cribs for like a whole day. And one thing I never questioned, I didn't know how to put into words, but I was always wondering, why do rappers live in mansions, but their music tells you another narrative they're trying to show? Like when I saw Ludacris and he was living in a mansion, and he had a chicken and beer, I was just like, why is he living in this gated community? I didn't say gated community. Why is he living here? But it's like, with his music, it sounds like he'll live somewhere like near me. Like, see, when I was coming up, I didn't know this until I got a lot older, but like Philadelphia, like two of the best Philly rappers I like coming up, Beanie Siegel and Cassidy, they live near me. They still stayed where they were from. They didn't move out to the suburbs. Like Beanie Siegel, that Feel It in the Air music video, that was shot literally 5 minutes from my house. And where I live at the time, it was pretty nice, a pretty good area. It was okay, let's just say that. It wasn't no bullshit going on. Cassidy as well. He lived, like, I don't think too far from me either. I couldn't see neither one of them buying a house in like Ben Salem, but still trying to keep like a street image going on. The only rapper that can pull that off is 50 Cent. Cause like when you start rapping and when you rap and you start doing movies, I feel like that kills your image as a rapper when you start doing movies. This is why Jay-Z's career and Kanye West's career have so much longevity to it, because you understand it's an image you're trying to show to the world, and when they see you acting, they don't really take you serious as a rapper. I mean, your job is to rap, nothing else but rap. Like when I saw 50 Cent rapping, I didn't think he was really like a gangster. anymore. When he did that movie with Samuel L. Jackson, when I saw him and Get Rich or Die Trying, and that movie inspired me as a kid, I was just like, I didn't think he was like a gangster. The only rapper who did a movie I feared as a kid was A Game and Waist Deep. When he chopped that dude's arm off, I thought he was a real killer in real life, but that all turns out to be a lie. Pretty much everything you grow up like idolizing is a lie.